Hey people of VC, it's Andy Cloudy Mulder, self-proclaimed metal mogul. I'm going to do another when, where, how much episode. This is my vinyl roulette where we're going to go on a bit of a random ramble through my metal vinyl collection. Going to let my music collection database pick out a few records. Going to run this for 15 minutes, so it depends on how much I talk about these records, how much I remember about them, how interesting they are, and yeah, we'll just see how much I can get right. I've just had a quick run through, and I did tremendously badly. So we'll see what the metal gods. Yeah, we'll see what they come up with and put on my plate. So, as with the other episodes, I've got my music database up and running. And what I do here is I click on the old randomizer button, and it picks an album. And then what I try and do is I try and guess when I bought it, the year. I'm not going down to the date and month, I'm not that good. I'm not very good at this at all. The price I paid and where I actually bought it. And let's just see how we do. What we're listening to in the background is Night Screamer, Dead of the Night from 2019, UK traditional heavy metal. Right, should we do the first one? Okay, where are we? Let me just check the time that we're on. So we're going to get a good 13 minutes of records here. Let's see. So I'm going to click on the randomizer button and let's see what the first one is that comes up. Okay, we have got MSG, Michael Schenker Group. Also, what I try to do in these is grab the record and... which most of them are fairly easy to hand. If any compilations come up, I'm not going to grab them because they're in a cupboard down there. So this is the first one we've got. So Michael Schenker, Assault Attack from 1982, which you can see it's a UK press on Chrysalis. Now, when, where, and how much. Now, this is a little tricky because I've bought this a couple of times. The first one I bought had a dodgy label on it. In fact, only one side had a label, the other side didn't have a label, and that was super cheap. And I bought that at Vinyl Villains, and it cost me about £3. Can't remember the year, but I think this copy in the database, unless I've got them both catalogued, maybe a different one, a better copy that I found. But I'm gonna stay faithful with Bannerman's. I wouldn't have paid a lot for this album, so I'm going to say I paid £5 from Bannerman's and 2019. So let's go down and see what we've got. Oh, completely wrong. 2016, £3, and I bought it from Cafe Camino Record Fair. Now I remember buying a Striper album there, and I remember buying Motley Crue album there, and one or two others, but I do not remember buying that album there. So that's interesting. I had no idea that I bought that album there. So that's a great start. No points at all. Let's move swiftly on to the next one. Holy Expedition Live. Again, I've got a couple of copies of this one. One of them, I think one of these was ones I got from Mark G with a Sears VCLT, and it might be that one, and it might be the other copy I've got in my collection. So this is where it gets a bit tricky when I've got multiple pressings of this one. But if it's not the one from Mark G, which wouldn't have cost me anything, obviously because it was VCLT, I'm guessing Discogs, and I'm guessing around £7, and I'm drawing a complete blank on the year. Let's go 2017. Well, we've got 2017 correct, and we've got Discogs correct. And did I say about a fiver? That's not too bad. I'm going to take that one. I'm going to take that as a win. Take these small victories where we can get them. Next up, Ozzy Osbourne, Talk of the Devil. I didn't pull that Bow Wow Wow, did I? Never mind, too late. So, Talk of the Devil is obviously the album that Ozzy did because he was contractually obliged to Jet Records, known in the US as Speak of the Devil, but of course we invented English over here, so Talk of the Devil is the correct terminology for this album, the correct title. I haven't played this for a long time. It's Ozzy doing pretty much all Black Sabbath songs. So where do we stand with this one? I've had this for quite a while. So where are we? We're 2021 still. And I reckon I've probably had this about 5 years. So I'm going to go 2016. Discogs. £7. Let's see how we do. 2016. $7.95, so £1 out, and it was eBay. Okay, again, that's not too bad. I'm happy with that one. Ooh, what's this one? This one has got a cover on it. Okay, that's something I need to fix. We'll sort that out after, but let's do another one. Picture, Traitor. So, Picture, where are we? Now, I'm pretty sure Picture and Traitor from 1985, Picture being a Dutch band. I think this is maybe their third or fourth album. I'm pretty sure this is Discogs, and it's the second Picture album that I've got. I've got one of the earlier ones as well, which I had got as VCLT from Greg the Egg. I do remember that. So let's focus on this one. So I'm going to say that I got this from Discogs. I got this in 2019, and I'm going to go around £7.50 is probably my default value when it comes to things like Discogs around that year. So £7.50 Discogs 2019. Wow, I couldn't have got that more wrong, really, could I? 2020, I bought that last year, and I paid £14.50 for it. I'm not sure it's worth that, to be honest. And I bought it on eBay, so I didn't get it on Discogs. I paid twice as much as I thought I did, and I bought it a year later. The Metal Gods are not... they're not with me today. Let's move on. Let's do another one. How far are we in? We're 8 minutes in, so we're just over halfway through. Excuse me, itchy nose. Let's have another look. Okay, next up, Testament live at Eindhoven. Now, I do remember buying this one, and I'm pretty sure it would have been a cheap eBay. Where are we? Okay, so this is the first Testament album I ever owned was the EP of this, which came out in around 87, 88, which only had about four or five tracks off here. So this is when they played, obviously, at Eindhoven, just before or just after the first album came out. So pretty much all the tracks are from really early Testament. This pressing, to me, it doesn't sound as good. It's like they've tried to clean up the live recording a little bit too much. I much prefer the sound and rawness of the original EP. But this is the 2018 Nuclear Blast reissue. I'm thinking I only picked that up last year or maybe even early this year, and probably got it off Amazon, and I would have only picked it up if it was fairly cheap, and the trigger for me on Amazon tends to be around £15, but I think this might be a bit cheaper, so I'm going to go £12, Amazon 2020. Let's see what we've got. 2019, £11 off Amazon, so a year earlier, £1 cheaper, and but the right location, so I'm kind of in the right ballpark. I'm not too upset about that one. Let's see where we go next. Doro was Strong and Proud. She's just a hand here. This is what I've only ever played once, because it's a live album. I don't tend to spin them so many times before they go on the shelves. But when I saw this, and it would have been again a decent price to get this on vinyl, because again it's not what I would have played if not. It's basically got Doro doing a live show, 30th anniversary of course, celebrating her career. She's got guests on here like Udo Dirkschneider, Uli John Roth, and what always surprised me was she does a duet with Blaze Bayley, and they do Fear of the Dark, the Iron Maiden song, rather than a Blaze Bayley era song. But there we go. So when did this come out? This came out in 2016. For me to pick this up nice and cheap, I'm guessing I would have got it around 2018 or 2019. It's a double album, so I'm going to say around £15, Amazon 2018. 2018, £15.89, around £15 I did say, and this was it was from Amazon, but it was from an Amazon reseller, A2Z Entertains. So I'm gonna give myself 4 marks for that. Cheers. Okay, we have maybe time for one more. Heathen, Breaking the Silence. Where's that one? That will be over here. Okay, fairly new to Heathen. This was the first album I got in my collection from them, Breaking the Silence, from 1987, Music Foundations Press. So I think this is fairly new to my collection. Because it's fairly new, it probably cost me a bit to get with the price of vinyl that's gone up. I'm thinking I got this off Discogs, and I probably paid between 10 and 15 for this. So I'm going to go on the higher side. I'm going to say £15, Amazon 2020. And my records say 2020, £12 Discog, so a little bit cheaper than I thought, but that's probably about right. Right price for that album, the conditions that it's in. Yeah, again, I'm not doing too bad tonight. They're all metal gods are. People are looking down on me, and I'm doing okay. So maybe one more. So under the 15 minutes. Halloween, Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1. Absolute classic German power metal album. That needs no introduction. And do you know what? It's got the price tag on here. So a wee bit of a cheat. Vinyl Villains, $6.99. And that shows you, is it a few years ago, because Vinyl Villains is not necessarily the cheapest now. It's competitively priced. They're not an expensive record shop by any means. CD skipping a bit. So £7 for Halloween, Keeper of the Seven Keys. I'm guessing that this must be at least 5 years in my collection, maybe 6 now. So I'm going to go with 2015. And I'm going to cheat and go with the Vinyl Villains, £7. This game would be so much easier if I left the price tags off everything. 2015. I've written the price tag wrong. And I've also written the store down wrong. What is going on here? This is not. The quality control on this database is shocking, is it not? But there we go. That's what you get in this series. You get warts and all. I've got something else I'm going to need to go in and you know what I'm thinking? I think I may have had 2 copies of this. I think I sent one out in VCLT, and it may well have been the other entry, because I may get 1 or 2 things wrong in my database, but to get the price wrong where there's a price tag on it, and to get the shop wrong when it's got it on the label, I think I may have sent one of these out in VCLT. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Right, okay, we've reached the 15 minutes. Got through a good 5 or 6 albums there. Let me just take this off the screen for now. Again, if you enjoy this series, and it's probably one of my least watched ones, but one of the ones I enjoy doing the most. I find it a lot of fun. Let's talk below in the comments. Tell me what you think about these albums that I've pulled. Have you got them? Have you got any more by these bands? And let's leave it in the hands of the metal gods for next time. And thanks for watching. See you again soon. Cheers.